Hey guys, it is Christy here again, and I'm gonna try something new tonight. I'm gonna try what's called a rainbow pour, and I've never tried this before. It took a lot of prep to get ready for this, and I'm really hoping that it turns out nice. I like vibrant colors, and so I'm really excited to do this and hope that the colors do turn out bright and pretty. So I went ahead and got all my paints in the cups because I am using 7 different cups tonight. And so I'm using red, yellow, orange, green, purple, indigo, and violet. And so I'm really excited about it. Or indigo and blue, I'm sorry. And they are a little bit out of order from what you usually see. Really only the yellow and orange are out of order from what a rainbow is, and that has to do with, I put alternated black and white, and I didn't want to put black in with the red and get pink, so I put black in with the red, and hopefully we'll get something pretty with that. I have 2 different shades of each color in the cup, so there's 2 shades of red, 2 yellow, 2 orange, and so forth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the green, and I'm going to find my middle part here, and this is the middle, and so this is where I'm going to be pouring this one. And so what I think I'm gonna do, I guess I'll do it kind of like a ring pour and just start pouring. And when I feel like I have enough, I will go on to the next. So I'm gonna start right about here. And I really did not know how much of each color to use because I just didn't know. I'm just kind of guessing. So I'm going to go ahead and do the oranges next. Usually you pour out of 1 cup onto a canvas, or you might do 2, and so you can kind of get a good idea of how much paint you're gonna need. But on this pour, since I'm doing 7 cups, I just didn't know. I want to make sure I get both of, both shades of each color in there, and I can always come back and add more if I need to. I'm worried about one of my blues because my paints were a little bit thin. I ran out of Floetrol, and so I had to use water. And so this particular cup right here, my paints are a little bit thin, and so I'm afraid they may have just mixed. So I think what I'm gonna do there, well, I'm going to be able to use that one. I think I'll just go with this other blue, and we will just do the 1 cup of blue. Yeah, I ran out of Floetrol in the middle of mixing my paints. And then these paints are just a hair thick, but I had to mix some with water, and so they're really thin. We'll stop there with that one. And over here and do yellow. And so as hard as I tried to get the same consistency, it just wasn't working out for me tonight. and I don't have a lot of room to work with, so some of my paint is going to be falling off onto my table, so, but that's okay, that's easy cleanup. There, and we will go with our red next. Okay, so I mean, it looks decent so far. The only part I'm really not liking is that blue. And I'm not used to mixing with just water. So I really didn't know how much water to put in there. You don't use very much water when you're mixing. And I'm gonna add a little bit more green. With Floetrol, it's pretty simple. You just use 1 part paint, 2 parts Floetrol usually, and it works out good, but this was a little different, and so I just had a little trouble there, but you know, you live and you learn. Put a little bit of black here. A little bit of white around some of it. This just kind of helps the paint to flow a little, or not to roll over itself, and kind of hold its shape. I might not be doing this exactly like somebody else would do it, but that's okay. All right, I'm gonna start tilting and try to catch as much of it in the bucket as I can. You can definitely tell I had to use water on that blue because a lot of it is running off really quickly as opposed to the other paints. So I need to bring it back. I'm gonna bring it down and then back this way a little bit. I think actually I'm gonna put some more purple up here. The majority of it will run off, but I just need that purple in that corner. And I really need the colors to stay as separate as possible. So you can distinguish, you know, the rainbow. And I think I feel like I've achieved that. Let me just check out the sides. Make sure they're covered. I have a lot of cleanup to do tonight. That's all right though. And I'm gonna turn, just pick my tub up and turn it real quick and make sure those sides are covered. And I think it actually looks pretty good. The blue actually, surprisingly, you can see all the shades of blue that are there. Even though I ended up mixing them a little bit. Let that run a little bit more. Some of the blue got over here into the purple, but I actually don't mind that at all. I kind of like it. So I'm not unhappy with this at all. I'm going to take these gloves off though because I've got a mess. And I'm going to go ahead and torch it. Pop any bubbles. I see a lot of little bubbles popping up. And I am not like an expert at any of these pours that I do. I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea about me. I'm still learning. I haven't been doing this very long. I'm still learning, but I just enjoy it so much. And I've actually got to work with some kids and do some pours with some kids, and it has been a blast, and they love it. And it just gives me the opportunity to share, my love, for this painting. I love this red so much. That red and that black is beautiful. And overall, it's a beautiful painting. Even though I had some problems with the mixing of the paint, I think it turned out really cool, and I'm glad I gave this pour a try. It's not perfect by any means, but I really kind of like it. It doesn't even bother me about this blue getting over here. I've got some specks of like the orange and the green, and it just doesn't bother me at all. In fact, I like it. Yeah, I think it actually looks really nice. I really don't want to move it anymore. I wish there was a little more yellow and it wasn't so just straight through here, but I like this bright red strip that's coming down through here. So, if I try tilting it this way to stretch, I'm gonna lose some more of that purple, and I really don't want to. And then I love this red, so I don't want to lose the way that looks either. So just go over it real good. Make sure we pop any bubbles. There's nothing worse than finishing a painting and loving it, and then you come to check on it the next day and there are bubbles all over it because you didn't get them popped. And I've had that happen numerous times, and it's just so discouraging because you have this beautiful painting and then there's all these little bubbles on it, and you can't, at that point you can't do anything about it because it's dry, or close to dry. So I'll go ahead and bring this down and I'll show you guys a close-up. My camera's kind of weird, so I'm not sure how this is going to turn out, but I apologize. There's some glares and things. Let me adjust this light, see if that helps a little. But there's that really pretty red. Let's see if I can get this camera to turn. No. So I'm gonna have to kind of hold it up a little bit, but it turned out really cool. I really like it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. And I'll be doing another pour later tonight, and so I'll video that one too and share it. I'm going to be using some turquoise and coppers in it, so I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you all for watching. Have a great night. Bye bye.